Well, hello and welcome to the Schools Winning Grant Show. I'm your host, Rodney Walker, and I'm thrilled to be here. Are you thrilled to be here? I hope you are, because we're going to have a great time. I'm going to share some great information with you that's going to help you to continue to win that money. That money is waiting, and I'm waiting just like you're waiting for you to take the necessary action so that we can bring some more funds to your school. I'm excited because I know I have a winning recipe, and if you'll just follow the recipe, you will eventually clash. I said clash. Hey guys, I said clash. You'll cash. Yes, I want you to cash, not clash. I want you to clash. I said it again. I want them to cash in on that money. That's what we're going to do. We're going to cash in on that money so that you can bring some more funds and resources to your school and do more good. And on today's show, I'm going to be sharing with you more information about why clarity matters for schools wanting to secure more grant money. Yes, for those who are wanting to maximize their grant funding. That's what we're going to be talking about on today. We're going to have a good time with it. I hope that you have your team. Do you have your team in place yet? You know, we've been talking about doing grant writing, and I said on the last episode that one of those 5 keys were that you had to have a team. Teamwork helps to bring in maximum funding. If we don't have a team, we don't win the way we have the possibilities of winning. And I want you to win as much funds as you possibly can, because your school deserves it. And the children and the young people that you're working with, they deserve it. So we want to make sure that we do our best. And, you know, I remember when I was in school going on those field trips. Do you remember those field trips? I never forget, we went on a field trip, and I don't know if it was an orchestra or some type of opera or some type of dance performance, but I remember different ones that we went to. I remember catching the bus, all the kids getting on those big yellow school buses, going downtown, and just the sheer adventure of getting out of the classroom and going somewhere else. It just kind of opened up the whole educational experience, and that memory still lives with me. That's why I want to see more funds come to your school so you can go on some more of those field trips, so that you can go out and do some of those explorations that allow the educational experience to be heightened. That's what I'm hoping for you. So let's take a look today, and let's look at what we're going to be talking about. We're talking about clarity. Now, let's talk about clarity for a second. What in the world is clarity? Clarity is the quality of being coherent and intelligible. Okay? So when we start talking about clarity, we're thinking more of something that is clear and lucid. It needs to be intelligible so that we can make sense of what it is that we really want and know how to get to where we're trying to go. Now, have you ever drove your car in a fog? Yes, you know, when it's real foggy, you start slowing down. Why? Because you can't see what's ahead of you, and you need to slow down because we don't want you running into something. And I'm glad that you do slow down. We want to slow down because we want to make sure that we are able to see what we're going toward and what's in front of us. And a lot of people are driving in a fog as it relates to their grant writing. They're not doing a good job because they don't have a clear path spelled out for themselves. So one of the benefits that helps your organization is when you're able to have clarity on exactly what you want. And that's what I want you to get. I want you to get clarity and get a clear focus of what it is that you are aiming for. Let me give you an example. Your school should have a dialed in game plan, and it should have a targeted amount that it is going after in terms of grant funding. So don't simply say we are going after grants. How much? How much this year are your team coming together saying we're going to achieve this? Whether that's 50,000, 25,000, 150,000. Heck, you may be going after some millions. You may be saying 3 million or 5 million or half a million. I don't care what the number is. What does matter to me is that you have a number and that you have a date by which you want to achieve that number. We don't want to say, okay, great, we're going after $500,000 or we're going after $200,000. And I say, by when? You're like, whenever. No, we need to have a date. So let's try to aim at that date being no more than 1 year. And then let's roll up our sleeves and go after that goal. Now, my friend, we have clarity. And if we say, okay, we're going after $120,000 this year, and we know that comes to 12 months in a year, we're talking about now we have to raise $10,000 every single month in grant funding. So now we have a clear focus of what we got to do. And that is now $5,000. If we got 2 funders each month just giving us $5,000. Now, my friend, we are on the road to hitting that $120,000 goal. We want to get that type of clarity, and we want to break it down so we know, okay, great. That means whatever the number is that we want to have that number in mind. That means 2 foundations giving us $60,000. You see, when we start breaking it down, now we have something that we can go after. So it allows you to be able to go quicker toward the path because it's clear. And then secondly, it helps you to get everybody on the same page because we know exactly what we're going after. And third, money is attracted to clarity, not confusion. When I ask you, hey, what are you going to do? And you're confused, that doesn't bring the money. What brings the money is clarity. A coherent, intelligent game plan for where we're going. And that, my friend, is what we've got to get for your school. And I believe that you are smart enough. Why? Because you're listening to this show. Yes, you are. You're smart enough to know that if we get a game plan, we can make some things happen. I believe it was Warren Buffett or someone who made mention that a fool with a game plan can do better than a genius without one. And so we want to make sure that we're planning and that we know where we are going. That, my friend, is how we begin to attract money. And if you and your school are trying to get more money, try what I just shared with you on for size. I know it works. I've seen it too many times, my friend. I've seen it too many times. It'll work for you as well. Now, here's what I want you to do. I want you, my friend, to connect with me on social media. You know, I know you're getting this good information. I've just shared with you a winner right there today about getting clarity. And if you'll put that into practice, watch what happens. You'll be writing me before you know it, saying, Rodney, we got a goal. We got some clear focus of what we're going to do. And then you can go for it. And I want to encourage you to share what you've heard today with at least one other educator. It makes sense. Now we just got to do it. And I want to let you know that we have a 4-hour free grant writing workshop for everyone who's a member of our Get Funded Inner Circle. You may be saying, Rodney, what in the heck is a Get Funded Inner Circle? I don't have time to tell you right now. But what I can do is I can point you over to getfundedinnercircle.com. And if you'll go over there and check that program out, we've got some dynamic resources waiting for you, templates, samples, all that. And I also do a free 4-hour training for those who are members on the 4th Friday of every month. Hopefully you can come and hang out with me, learn some more about this grant game, and bring more resources to your school so you can do even more good. Until we meet again, my friend, on my next show, I'm going to be sharing with you how to use focus to turn your grant writing into a cash cow. Moo! Yes, moo! That's what we want. And until we get a chance to connect, I want you, my friend, to be brave. I want you to be bold. I want you to be brilliant. And I want you to take charge. And remember, connect with me. I look forward to connecting with you. If you have a question, send that question over to me at askrodney@grantcentralusa.com. Who knows? I may be answering your question on the next show. So be brave, be bold, be brilliant, take charge, and I'll see you soon.